Hello and welcome. Today, we're uncovering some of the most heartbreaking stories from the WWE Universe. We'll talk about the untimely S of legendary wrestlers who left us far too soon. From the reasons behind their tragic passings to the impact these losses had on fans worldwide, we'll cover it all. And that's not all. There's also some very sad news about Charlotte Flair that we'll share. Stay tuned till the end, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more WWE stories. The Ultimate Warrior, born James Bryan Hellwig on June 16, 1959 in Crawfordsville, Indiana, became one of the most electrifying and controversial figures in professional wrestling. Known for his intense energy, vibrant face paint, and signature tassels, Warrior captured the imagination of fans during the late 1980s and early 1990s in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. His persona was larger than life, and his rise to fame included pivotal moments such as winning the WWF Intercontinental Championship and defeating Hulk Hogan for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 6 in 1990. This victory marked a passing of the torch to a new generation of wrestlers, cementing Warrior's place as one of the company's top stars. Warrior was celebrated for his wild promos, intense persona, and signature move, the Warrior Splash. However, his career was also marked by controversy, from his outspoken views to a strained relationship with WWE that led to periods of estrangement. Despite these challenges, Warrior's legacy in the wrestling world remained strong, and he continued to inspire new generations of wrestlers with his unique style. Just days after being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, his was attributed to a heart attack, which was believed to be connected to his past health issues and lifestyle. The shock of his passing was felt deeply by his family and the wrestling community, as Warrior's return to WWE had been a momentous occasion for both. While his life was marked by controversy, his impact on professional wrestling is undeniable, and he is remembered as one of the most memorable and influential figures in the sport's history. Mitch Ryder, born on August 2, 1972, was an American professional wrestler who gained recognition in the late 1990s and early 2000s for his charisma and high-energy performances. Starting his career on the independent circuit, Ryder quickly became a fan favorite, known for his versatile in-ring skills and ability to adapt to a variety of wrestling styles, from technical bouts to hardcore matches. His rebellious, gritty persona resonated with fans during the era of edgier, more intense wrestling storylines. Ryder's journey in the wrestling world included stints with promotions such as the International Wrestling Association, IWA, and he later made appearances in World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, within their developmental territories. Despite being relatively unknown to mainstream audiences at the time, he garnered attention for his captivating performances, often connecting with fans through his raw energy and passion for the sport. His potential was evident, and many saw him as a rising star with a promising career ahead. Tragically, Mitch Ryder's life and wrestling career were cut short when his was attributed to a drug overdose, a sad reminder of the pressures many wrestlers face both in and out of the ring. Ryder's untimely passing left a void in the wrestling community, as fans and peers alike mourned the loss of a talented and charismatic performer. Despite his brief time in the industry, his legacy lives on through the impact he made on those who witnessed his work and the passion he brought to every match. Mike Sharp, born on October 28, 1951, in Canada, was a professional wrestler whose career spanned multiple decades, making a lasting impact on the wrestling world. Known for his impressive physique and solid work ethic, Sharp became a familiar face in several major wrestling promotions, especially the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, during the 1980s and early 1990s. Sharp's wrestling career began in the late 1970s, quickly earning a reputation as a skilled performer with a strong presence in the ring. He was particularly noted for his technical wrestling ability and his signature move, the sharpshooter. Though he never captured major championships, Sharp's talent and professionalism earned him the respect of both his peers and fans. He wrestled alongside some of the biggest names of the era, including Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage, and was known for helping elevate other wrestlers' performances. His dedication to the sport and his charisma made him a beloved figure on the circuit. Although his career was largely focused on being a dependable and hard-working mid-card wrestler, Sharp's legacy was one of relentless perseverance. He may not have reached the heights of some of his contemporaries, but his contributions to the wrestling business were invaluable. Mike Sharp, The cause of was complications related to chronic health issues. Despite not achieving championship glory, Sharp's passion for wrestling and his work behind the scenes will forever be remembered. His commitment to the craft and his impact on the industry continue to inspire future generations of wrestlers. Sylvester Ritter, better known as the Junkyard Dog, was born on December 13, 1952, in Wadesboro, North Carolina. One of the most beloved figures in professional wrestling, Ritter rose to fame in the 1980s with his charismatic personality and his unique in-ring style. Known for his trademark JYD headbutt and the iconic grab the chain gimmick, he quickly became a fan favorite in both Mid-South Wrestling and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. Ritter's career took off when he joined Mid-South Wrestling in the late 1970s, where he became one of the promotion's top stars, adored for his working-class hero persona and electrifying crowd appeal. His popularity reached new heights after he transitioned to the WWF in 1984, where he became a staple of the company's roster. He made history by appearing in the inaugural WrestleMania in 1985, helping cement the event's place in wrestling history. Tragically, on June 1, 1998, Ritter's life was cut short at the age of 45. He died in a car accident in Mississippi when he lost control of his vehicle and crashed into a tree. His sudden left the wrestling world in mourning, as the fans and peers alike grieved the loss of a man who had captured hearts with his charisma and infectious energy. Junkyard Dog's legacy remains strong today. His influence on African American wrestlers breaking barriers in a predominantly white industry, along with his unmatched crowd connection, ensures he is remembered as one of the most significant and influential wrestlers of his era. His contributions to the wrestling boom of the 1980s continue to inspire future generations of wrestlers. Dr. Karante was a dedicated and compassionate medical professional whose life was a testament to the power of healthcare in transforming lives. Renowned for his deep expertise and unwavering commitment to his patients, he earned the respect and admiration of both his colleagues and the communities he served. His career was not just about treating illness, it was about offering hope, comfort, and personalized care to those in need. Throughout his time in medicine, Dr. Karante's approach blended advanced medical knowledge with genuine empathy. He went beyond the traditional scope of healthcare, becoming a trusted figure for patients who saw him not just as a doctor, but as a source of strength. He was also a passionate advocate for public health, often engaging in outreach programs to educate the community on preventive care and healthy living. His efforts to improve lives went beyond the clinic, establishing him as a pillar of health in his community. On August 26, 2019, the world lost Dr. Karante when he tragically, due to complications from a sudden heart attack. His was a great loss, not only to his family and colleagues, but also to the many patients who had been touched by his kindness and skill. Despite his passing, Dr. Karante's legacy lives on through the countless lives he helped heal. He will be remembered for his dedication to medicine, his compassion, and his tireless efforts to uplift others. Dr. Karante's spirit continues to inspire, embodying the true essence of a healer. Don Kernodle, born on September 12, 1954, was a prominent American professional wrestler whose career spanned the 1970s to the early 1990s. He became widely known for his time in the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and various regional promotions, where he built a reputation as a skilled and resilient competitor. Kernodle's wrestling journey began in the mid-1970s, and he quickly made a name for himself with his technical prowess and hard-hitting style. He was particularly notable as a tag team wrestler, teaming with Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer to capture the NWA World Tag Team Championship. Their success cemented Kernodle as a top-tier talent in the business. Kernodle's time in the NWA's Mid-Atlantic territory was marked by feuds with some of the era's biggest stars, including Ric Flair and the Andersons, showcasing his ability to hold his own in high-profile rivalries. In addition to his tag team achievements, Kernodle competed in major events like Starrcade, further solidifying his legacy. His charisma and technical wrestling ability made him a fan favorite during his prime. As the 1990s approached, Kernodle gradually transitioned out of the ring, leaving behind a lasting impact on the industry. Post-retirement, he remained active in the wrestling world as a coach and mentor, influencing a new generation of talent. Sadly, Don Kernodle. The cause of was reported to be complications from a long-term illness. His legacy in professional wrestling continues to be remembered fondly by fans and peers alike, honoring his contributions to the sport. Charlotte Elizabeth Flair, born on April 5, 1986 in Charlotte, North Carolina, is one of WWE's most iconic and decorated wrestlers. As the daughter of Nature Boy Ric Flair, widely regarded as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Charlotte was destined to become a prominent figure in the world of professional wrestling. Yet, Charlotte's journey has not been one of simply riding on the coattails of her father's legacy. Instead, she has worked tirelessly to carve out her own path and prove her worth as one of the greatest female wrestlers in WWE history. Over the course of her career, Charlotte has been a symbol of athleticism, grace, resilience, and determination. However, her rise to prominence has been accompanied by controversies, personal challenges, and the ever-present scrutiny of both fans and critics. A legacy in the making. From rookie to superstar, Charlotte Flair's entry into professional wrestling was almost written in the stars. As the daughter of Ric Flair, one of the most beloved and respected figures in the industry, Charlotte was familiar with the world of wrestling from an early age. Ric's legendary career left an indelible mark on the wrestling world, and Charlotte's eventual decision to follow in his footsteps seemed almost inevitable. Yet, unlike many second-generation wrestlers who rely on their family's name to gain entry into the business, Charlotte set out to make a name for herself based on her own merits. Her journey to WWE began when Charlotte started training under the guidance of WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair, and later under the tutelage of trainers such as George South. She began her wrestling career in NXT, WWE's developmental territory, where her athleticism and undeniable talent quickly made her stand out. Charlotte's early years in NXT saw her growing into the powerhouse performer that fans would come to know and love. She won the NXT Women's Championship in 2014, marking the start of what would become an incredible career in WWE's main roster. Charlotte's rise to the main roster was swift, and she didn't waste any time making a significant impact. As part of the Divas Revolution, a movement that sought to elevate the women's division in WWE, Charlotte played a pivotal role in changing the perception of women's wrestling. She became the first woman in WWE history to headline a pay-per-view event, a landmark achievement that spoke to her undeniable talent and the changing landscape of women's wrestling. Her ability to connect with the crowd, her technical prowess, and her relentless pursuit of excellence quickly established her as one of the top female wrestlers in WWE. Over the course of her career, Charlotte has held multiple championships, including the Raw Women's Championship and the SmackDown Women's Championship. She has also participated in historic matches that helped elevate women's wrestling to new heights, including the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match, the first ever women's Royal Rumble, and the first women's match to headline WrestleMania. Charlotte's success in WWE is not just the result of her famous family name, but a testament to her hard work, dedication, and desire to be the best. The return to WWE and recent success. After a brief hiatus from WWE, Charlotte Flair made a triumphant return to the company, much to the delight of fans worldwide. Her return to WWE marked a fresh chapter in her already storied career, and it was clear that Charlotte had not lost a step during her time away. As soon as she re-entered the ring, Charlotte once again asserted her dominance in the WWE Women's division. One of the most significant recent milestones in Charlotte's career was her victory in the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble match. Her win was not just a display of her in-ring ability, but also a testament to her enduring presence in the division. By securing the Royal Rumble victory, Charlotte earned herself a title match at the upcoming WrestleMania 41, where she faced off against the reigning champion, Tiffany Stratton. This match was anticipated to be one of the biggest showdowns in WWE history, showcasing Charlotte's status as one of the most dominant and influential figures in the women's division. Charlotte's victory in the Royal Rumble was more than just a victory in the match. It was a statement. It proved that, even in an era filled with new and talented competitors, Charlotte could still rise to the top and remain a key player in WWE. The consistency with which Charlotte has maintained her position at the top of the women's division speaks to her unmatched work ethic and her commitment to her craft. Charlotte's ability to remain relevant, even after all these years, is a testament to her exceptional talent and the respect she commands within the WWE locker room. Personal life and relationships. While Charlotte Flair's professional career has been the focus of much attention, her personal life has also been in the spotlight. Much like her wrestling career, Charlotte's relationships have been highly publicized and, at times, Controversial. Charlotte has been married multiple times, and her relationships have been a subject of discussion among fans and the media alike. Her most recent marriage was to fellow professional wrestler Manuel Alfonso Andrade Oropeza, better known by his ring name, Andrade. The two became one of the most high-profile couples in the wrestling world, frequently making headlines both inside and outside the ring. Their relationship was the subject of much interest, with fans and media often speculating about their dynamic and what it meant for both their personal lives and their careers. However, Charlotte's relationship with Andrade ended in 2024, after 2 years of marriage. The end of their marriage led to a renewed public interest in Charlotte's personal life, with many fans wondering how this change would impact her professional trajectory. Charlotte has always maintained a strong boundary between her personal and professional lives, denying that her personal challenges ever affect her performance in the ring. Despite this, the rumors surrounding her divorce became yet another layer of speculation, with some wondering if the emotional toll of her personal life could impact her on-screen character or even her health. Rumors and controversies surrounding Charlotte Flair. As one of the top female wrestlers in WWE, Charlotte Flair has often found herself at the center of various rumors and controversies. One of the most persistent rumors surrounding Charlotte has been the notion that her success in WWE is the result of nepotism, specifically the influence of her father, Ric Flair. This claim has been made by some critics and fans, who argue that Charlotte's rise to prominence was inevitable due to her famous family name. While there is no denying that Charlotte's father's legacy opened doors for her in the wrestling world, it would be unfair to attribute her success solely to her family name. Charlotte has consistently proven herself to be an exceptional talent, earning her place in WWE through hard work and dedication. She has been a multi-time champion, headlined major pay-per-view events, and participated in historic matches. Yet, despite her accomplishments, the whispers of nepotism continue to linger in the background of her career. Charlotte's journey has been about more than just her famous last name. She has worked tirelessly to separate herself from the shadow of her father's legacy, and her success is the result of her own efforts and achievements. However, the ongoing rumors about her nepotism highlight the challenges that come with being a second-generation wrestler, where the expectations are high and the scrutiny is intense. The pressure to maintain perfection. As one of WWE's top superstars, Charlotte faces immense pressure to maintain her perfect image. The expectations placed on her by WWE, her fans, and the wrestling media are enormous. Charlotte is often seen as the face of the women's division, and with that role comes a constant need to deliver top-tier performances. Every match, every promo, and every public appearance is carefully scrutinized, and any misstep is often amplified by the media. This intense pressure to perform at the highest level has led to speculation about Charlotte's mental health and whether the strain of constantly meeting such high expectations is taking its toll on her. The pressure to be perfect is something that many top WWE superstars face, and Charlotte is no exception. In an industry that thrives on success and public image, the constant scrutiny can be overwhelming, and it is not uncommon for wrestlers to feel the weight of such expectations. While Charlotte has always maintained a strong and composed public persona, the pressure of constantly being in the spotlight can undoubtedly be a challenge. Whether she feels the toll of the pressure or not, it is clear that Charlotte has become a symbol of resilience and perseverance. She continues to fight through the challenges, both inside and outside the ring, and remains one of WWE's top performers. Allegations of favoritism and behind-the-scenes politics. Another rumor that has frequently surrounded Charlotte Flair is the suggestion that WWE management plays favorites when it comes to pushing her as a top star. Some wrestlers within the company, as well as fans, have suggested that Charlotte's rise to the top was not solely the result of her talent, but also because WWE's management has strategically placed her in key spots within the company. These allegations of favoritism have led to ongoing debates about backstage politics and the way certain wrestlers are positioned within WWE. While WWE has always maintained that Charlotte's success is due to her hard work and ability, the perception of favoritism has been a recurring topic in wrestling discussions. Critics argue that WWE has heavily invested in Charlotte and has given her opportunities that may not have been afforded to other talented performers. The belief that Charlotte's success is partly the result of behind-the-scenes politics has added another layer of controversy to her career, further fueling the rumors and speculation that surround her. Conclusion: Charlotte Flair's path forward. Despite the controversies, rumors, and challenges that have followed her throughout her career, Charlotte Flair remains one of the most accomplished and respected wrestlers in WWE history. Her undeniable talent, athleticism, and commitment to her craft have secured her place as a top performer, and her legacy continues to grow with each passing year. While the pressure to maintain perfection, the scrutiny of her personal life, and the ongoing rumors may continue to surround her, Charlotte has proven time and time again that she is more than capable of overcoming these obstacles. As she heads into her title match at WrestleMania 41, Charlotte's path forward remains as compelling as ever. Her career has been defined by her ability to rise above challenges, and as she continues to make history in WWE, one thing is certain: Charlotte Flair is a force to be reckoned with in the world of professional wrestling.